forget, oh, there's still a lot of good South Africans, honest South Africans out there. Yes, good ones, honest one towards Nigeria. You know what I mean? And you there is still though. You guys, if you're a Ghanaian, comfort, because a South African has shared her experience about Ghana. And if you're in Nigeria, comfort, because you need to hear this. Then you get to finally conclude if what she said is truth or not fact. So you guys, welcome back here again to the space. So you guys are doing perfectly well. If you have seen my pretty face, you're highly welcome. My name is Mil Queen. In today's video, I'm going to be reacting on this trading video I stumped on the social media space concerning our South African sister sharing her experience in Nigeria and that of Ghana. If this is the kind of video you love to watch, keep watching and don't forget to give me a huge, massive thumbs up.
I feel like Nigerians abroad are not very good ambassadors for their actual country. I just spent the last 2 weeks in Lagos, and before I planned my trip, so while I was planning my trip, I told so many of my friends that I was going to Nigeria, and a lot of them discouraged me so much. They're like, it's dangerous, you might get kidnapped, da da da, like stories upon stories upon stories. And I was shocked because as a South African, even though I complain about South Africa all the time, I would not discourage anyone from going to South Africa. I'd advise them about their safety, but I wouldn't tell anyone not to go. And a lot of my friends were like, no, like you would be okay, but it's also that like it's super dangerous. There's so many things that could go wrong. And I'm like, is that really the right attitude to have? Things could go wrong anywhere. Things could go wrong in New York. Things could go wrong in Cairo, you know? And yet none of those people would ever discourage you from like coming to see their city. I had the best time ever in Lagos. I love Nigerians. I love Lagos. I had an amazing time. I was going to a friend's wedding. Best 2 weeks. I learned so much. I saw so much. And this is coming off of being in Accra, where I felt like Ghanaians love Ghana. They love Accra. Everywhere I went, they wanted to tell me about like the next most amazing thing about their city, their history. The attitude was so different. And yeah, that's like one of the thoughts that I explored with my friends on this trip. But also, yeah, just in general. I've had a lot of reflections over the last 3 weeks, and I'm going to be sharing them with you all. I did have lots of content that I had like in the moment. I found Lagos to be relatively safe. As a disclaimer, I did live on Victoria Island, which is where all the internationals and like high earning Lagosians live. So there was a lot of security. That's where all of the restaurants and entertainment spots were. So that's like everything was around me, you know. And when the hotel staff and other people spoke about like me leaving to go to places, they weren't like, oh, watch your back, be safe. Like how they spoke about the surroundings was super chill. I feel like you get a sense of the safety from locals as well, you know. There were also like older ladies selling food at like 2 3 a.m. in the morning on the street. Like the streets were still buzzing at like 2 3 a.m. and that's not the situation in Johannesburg. Like the streets are empty. You know, there's a lot of fear about being outdoors really late in Johannesburg, in Cape Town, in my experience. So that's not the feel that I got in Lagos. I think one thing that I did feel really threatened by was the begging by grown men. I understand that the economic situation right now is really bad, I think, all across the world. But I do think people are really hit hard in Nigeria. And so grown men will like come up to you and compliment you and be like, oh my gosh, you look so beautiful, da 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 da, please something for me, please. Everyone is always asking for tips, which if you've traveled to different parts of Africa, you know that that is a reality. Actually not so much in South Africa, but maybe it's because I've never really been seen as a tourist in South Africa, so maybe people aren't asking me for tips. But yeah, other than that, going out, living my life day to day I didn't feel unsafe. Everyone was super friendly. That's not taking away from what the locals say about their safety, which is absolutely valid. I was only there for 2 weeks. But as a tourist who had my conditions, I did not feel unsafe. So that is it.
To be sincere with you, this lady right here, she just said nothing but the truth. Firstly, the one she said about Ghana love Ghana. Ghana love Ghana. Eh? Hey, Ghana love, maybe Ghanaians love Ghana. Do not play. Ghanaians do not play with anything Ghana. Ghanaians do not play like Ghana love Ghana. In fact, let me just say, let me use the words. They are contented with themselves. Let's just put it that way. So she and are good people, calm, and what welcoming. She has said it. Then let's dive to that where she also shared her experience before she even thought of before she even came to Nigeria, because this lady visited Nigeria, okay, recently, and also went to Ghana, and she has a lot to share, like literally a lot. I'll be seeing a lot of her videos. She's sharing a lot, okay. So where I want to talk about is where she talked about that many people were discouraging her of traveling to Nigeria. Mhm. Like, and mostly those people that were discouraging her are Nigerians living outside. Like, why? Why do people do this, Nigerians? Why do people discourage people? The honest truth is that the way media, let's just be realistic here, the way media talk about Nigerian, the way things happen, literally is not that way. Seriously. The way like people talk, if you just step in there, you'll be kidnapped, you will be fined, you will be lost. Like, honest truth the fact is that it's not like that. If you follow social media, if you follow social media, to be sincere with you, you are not going to in any way go to Nigeria again. If you if you continue to listen to social media or continue to listen to people, especially Nigerians living in outside, because you know what, they want more. They want more. That's one thing. That's why they don't encourage people. But I think that as a Nigeria, it's not nice to discourage people from visiting Nigeria. I know they are doing it in a place of love, in a place of care, but I think at the same time it's not nice, because I hardly see a South African or a Ghana telling someone else not to go to their country. We open our door open, so tell people, encourage people to come, because I believe the way we all hear about things on social media, the way with the narrative out there, either on social media or with the Nigerians living outside, they're the one discouraging some people of coming to Nigeria. They will tell them that if you just step there, this will happen to you, that thing will happen to you. But this lady said she had fun in Lagos, Nigeria, that the place is safe, that the way they are sharing everything, telling her that if she go there, they will kidnap her, they will do this. It's not like that. This is from a South African lady. This is her sharing her honest truth, and which is true. I totally understand. Because if it's like that, if you just step in there, you will buy, they'll kidnap you, then everybody will no longer be going home. Most times you hear people traveling back to Nigeria. This is December now. People are traveling on a low key. They won't even make noise. They are going home. They are going to Nigeria to go have fun, to go see their family. Nothing is happening to them. So we know that Nigeria, I'm not saying Nigeria is 100% sure, secured, or safe, but it's not as jungle as people tend to portray it. And I'm glad that she had her experience and she's just sharing it. So before you come for me, let me come for myself. In fact, yes, I'm among the people who always criticize Nigeria, Nigeria insecurity, Nigeria this, Nigeria that. Reason being that Nigeria as a country deserve the best. Nigerians deserve better. In fact, Nigeria has the resources to make the country great, to put everything into place, to make the system, the country, and everything better and great. But what is happening? They are not doing it. So you don't expect the citizens to be praising it, especially those who have traveled out. When they go to other countries and see that what they are experiencing there and what they are enjoying is not the same with what they have back home. So what do you expect? They will tend to be talking in order to make them see that the system is not functioning as it ought to. That is why you don't expect us to be praising all those people. Yes, so I'm among them, okay? but that does not mean that Nigeria is not safe, okay, for anyone that wants to live in Nigeria. And that does not mean that Nigeria is as well safe 100%. Okay, so do not get anything, do not misquote anything in those particular video. I shall see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.